Shalom, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome back to the next episode of Read with SHILO. What up, baby? I'm out here. I'm SHILO. Sea of Pages pirate. Hey, trying to get in where I fit in, baby. It's cold. I know that. It's cold. We back at it. Ooh, it's cold, man. It was 3 degrees this morning. It was 3. It was that 3. Out you. It say 19 now, but I don't know. I don't know. It's cold. I know that. I'm cold. I see snow on the ground. It's white all around, man. Believe me, this is not a sight. This is not a sight that gets seen too often at all in Louisiana, man. In my lifetime here, I haven't seen snow that often. I probably could count on one hand, maybe how many times I've seen snow, interacted with snow. Maybe 1.5 hands. You know? Come on, let me see this. It say 25 right now. It said it went up. It was 19 a minute ago. It was 5 earlier. 3 this morning. 1 last night. I was, oh shit. Yeah, it say 25 right now, but it was, man, the low is 5 degrees for today, and the low is 26. I mean, it's 16 for tomorrow. Man, I thought I saw something. Yeah, 25 right now. Ooh, 25 degrees. Yeah, that's what it say it is now here. So it's gotten warmer. It's gotten a little warmer, but it's still cold as shit to me. Still cold as shit. But we back at it, ready to dive in. Hello, I mean that white hair. Just hanging out there on the end. And we are here for part 8. Part 8 of the slave revolution in the Caribbean, 1789 to 1804. We left off at the National Assembly, which is section 6 of part 2. Hey man, I think I was about to skip the little 25. I'm just not gonna be doing a whole bunch of shit today. It's cold. I'm cold. I am cold. Ooh, shit. I'm cold. I need another jacket. I might go get my other jacket. Yeah, well, let's get into it though, because man, I don't want to be back here for long. I don't want to be back here in this cold part of my house. I don't want to be back here for long. I want to go where it's warm in the front. Hey, hell being in the back. I want to be in the front where it's warm. Go get my butt back in the bed or something. But I'm going to read. I'm going to go ahead and get the rowing done. I feel like rowing. I've been feeling bad since I ain't rowed the last 2 days or so. You know, I don't think I rowed. So what today is? Wednesday? I don't think I rowed Monday, and I don't think I rowed Tuesday. It's been a lot of getting shit together for to prepare for the snow and shit that then came. And talk about some snow. Hey, snow. Well, anyway. Oh, I need a heater. Oh, I need a heater. I need it, man. But I'm going to leave it in the front of my boys so they can stay warm. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into today's session. I'm ready. I'm ready to read. I just don't have no enthusiasm, but I'm ready to read. I'm ready to read. Ready to do my part in the revolution. And that's how it be sometimes, you know, even with working out or stuff, man, sometimes you just don't feel like it, man. You don't feel like doing shit. You don't have it in you. The energy ain't there, but you got to push through. because you have everything you need to succeed, and the objective is to succeed in whatever you do, whether it be small or great. Come on, you got it. You got it in you, man. You got it in you, my girl. You got it in you, my boy. What you gonna do? You gonna barbecue a meal, do? So let's do 25 things. Come on, let's get the routine started. Let's work our body, work our mind, and work our body. But I'm not working my body that much. It's cold. I don't want to sweat around here. Oh, y'all have me with pneumonia. I'm about to give myself no pneumonia. That walking pneumonia. So 25 things. If you're in a warm part of your house and you're able to do that, what up? What up, Kelly? Shalom. If you're in a warm part of your house and you're able to do 25 good things and do 25 good things, exert your energy. Move your body. Lottie-dottie, everybody. Move your body. Hurry up. And give me 25 things. Drop and give me 25. Drop and give me 25, private. Drop and give me 25. Hurry up. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, that's how we get it. But anyway, let's get it. Let's do our thing. I'm gonna do 25. All I ask of you is 25, man. You know, do something. Do something is what we need to push ourselves a little bit. It might just be a little bit that you may need to help push you to do more. Let's do more. Let's be better. Let's get better. Let's grow. Let's change. Let's make the adjustments that we need in our life. And you can start with something small. Do something. Do something. I'm going to do 25 things. You do 25 things. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 10, 1, 2, 3, 11. We're going to get your fat ass skinny. We're going to make you fine. Don't worry. We're going to get fine. That's what we're doing. Make me fine, Trill Sergeant. Make me fine. 1, 2, 3, 10. 1, 2, 3, 11. 1, 2, 3, 12. 1, 2, 3, 13. 1, 2, 3, 14. 1, 2, 3, 15. 1, 2, 3, 16. 1, 2, 3, 17. 1, 2, 3, 18. 1, 2, 3, 19. Almost there. Keep pushing. 1, 2, 3, 20. 1, 2, 3, 21. 1, 2, 3, 22. 1, 2, 3, 23. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 24. 1, 2, 3, 25. That's it, baby. I'm in there. I feel the burn. I feel the burn. But I don't want to feel the sweat. It's 12 degrees. Or 25, 22. Is low. All right. Now it's time to work our mind. Let's work our mind. With the sea of pages that has been laid to us to row through by Mr. Dubois and Mr. Garrigus in the slave revolution. Boy, they didn't want that. They don't want that. They don't like them slaves revolting, saying, let us free, like an Amistad. They don't like that shit. But at some point in time, most always, the slaves turn on the masters. At some point, they rebel. They're going to disrupt. At some point, it's going to happen. And especially when the treatment is subpar or even brutal. Trying to find other good words. Slaves will revolt. You can count on them. If there's no, you're not feeding them, you're not clothing them, you're not, you beating them with whips and shit like that. At some point, slaves will revolt. At some point, they're gonna get enough of that. They're gonna get enough of seeing their people get killed and this and that. Somebody gonna knock somebody off. And with them bringing in veterans from military conflicts within Africa, as well as other people like the Maroons who were battling in their islands and stuff like that. Hey, you're bringing in people with a mindset of, bitch, you got one more time. Bitch, you got one more time to hit me with that damn thing, bitch, I'm gonna kill you. I think it's getting to that point in America right now. They getting to the point to where they want to revolt and have a revolution. But let's get it. Part 8 of the Slave Revolution in the Caribbean, 1789 to 1804, by Mr. Dubois and Mr. Garrigus. The Sea of Pages. Let's begin rowing and see what treasures await us. What can we learn and grow from? What can we use and adapt to our life or apply to our life? You know, what things still happen today? What changes has been made, if any? You know, these are some of the things, you know, you should ask yourself, think on, you know, answer and make things happen. Part 6, the National Assembly. Decree of March 8 and instructions of March 28, 1790. On March 8, 1790, the French National Assembly passed a brief decree describing how elections should be organized in the colonies. Despite the argument of the free men of color and their Parisian supporters that they were qualified to be citizens, neither the March 8th decree nor the Assembly's instructions passed 20 days later specifically mentioned whether free people of color would be allowed to vote. These documents were based on the recommendations of the Assembly's Colonial Committee, which free colored advocates described as controlled by planter interests. Hey, when you come in, like, comment, subscribe, tell your people SHILO out here reading shit, baby. Decree of the National Assembly. Monday, March 8th, 1790. The first article. Each colony has the right to express its wishes regarding the Constitution, laws, and administration appropriate to its prosperity and the good fortune of its inhabitants, as long as it conforms to the general principles that connect the colonies to the metropole and guarantee the protection of their respective interests. Article 2. In colonies that have colonial assemblies, freely elected and acknowledged by the citizens, these assemblies will be allowed to express the wishes of the colony. These colonies, without such assemblies, will immediately create them in order to perform these same functions. Article 4 is skipping some. I hate, like, that's one thing that I don't like so far from reading this book. I don't like that certain articles are missing. If you're going to put the articles there for me, as I'm started reading them and I'm skipping, I missed 3, there's no 3, I'm going to wonder what the hell 3 says. What was 3 really talking about? Article 4. The plans prepared by these colonial assemblies will be submitted to the National Assembly, which will examine them, issue a decree, and present them for royal acceptance and approval. Article 5. The National Assembly's decrees on the organization of municipal governments and administrative assemblies will be sent to these colonial assemblies, which will be authorized to execute those parts of the said decrees that can be adapted to local customs, pending the final decision of the National Assembly and the King on any modifications, and with the governor's provincial approval of measures voted by the administrative bodies. Instructions addressed by the National Assembly to the colony of St. Dominic. On March 'Oh man, this is my second time trying with these gloves. I'm trying to read with gloves, and boy, it is sucky. It sucks trying to read with gloves. On March 28, 1790, the first article. As soon as the St. Dominic's governor receives the King's dispatch containing these instructions and the National Assembly's March 8 colonial decree, he will immediately communicate them to the colonial assembly if one is already formed. notified the provincial assemblies, and informed the residents of the colony legally and authentically by having them proclaimed and posted in all parishes. Article 2. If the colonial assemblies exist, it may declare that it would be better for the colony to form a new assembly rather than continue its own activity. And in this case, new elections will be held immediately. Article 3. If, on the other hand, it believes that its continuation would be more advantageous to the colony, it may begin to work following the directions of the National Assembly. But it will not execute certain decrees until the colony's intentions about the continuation have been made clear in the forms described below. Article 4. Immediately after the proclamation and the posting of the decree and the instructions in each parish, all persons have attained 25 years of age and owning property or failing this, resident in the parish for 2 years and paying taxes, will gather to form a parish assembly. Article 17. Yeah, it went from 4 to 17. That's a big jump. That's a big jump. Examining the forms that will guide how legislative power is to be exercised over the colonies, they will recognize that though they may discuss and prepare their own laws, those laws do not fully and definitely exist until the National Assembly has ratified them and the king approved them. And while purely internal laws may be provisionally executed with the governor's approval, awaiting the definitive approval of the king and the French legislature, laws that affect external affairs and that might in any way modify or change the relations between the colonies and the metropole cannot be even provisionally executed until they are established by the national will. And this does not include the momentary expectations accorded to imports of food because of pressing needs and with the governor's approval. Part 7. Abbé Gregory. Abbé Gregory. Letter to those who love mankind about the hardships, rights, and demands of the free people of color in Saint Dominic and the other French islands in America, October 1790. On October 12th of 1790, responding to the insistence of Saint Dominic's whites with that Parisian legislatures could never understand how important racism was to colonial security, the National Assembly voted to put all power to reform racial laws in the hands of the colonial assemblies. Planters warned that even when French lawmakers openly debated racial discrimination, they endangered the Caribbean colonies. The Abbé Gregory, one of the strongest allies of the Parisian men of color, was not allowed to speak in the assembly, but he published a pamphlet that foresaw dire consequences if qualified free men of color were not given civil rights. October 12, 1790, as a date forever sorrowful in the annals of history. Every time I read this word, man, I just think about ass, man. Because that's what your anal cavity. Let me look up this word. Anals. Anals. A-N-N-A-L-S. Anals. In the annals of history. In the ass of history. What's up, Mama?
Hug, please, sir.
I'll give you a hug, but this is what I want you to do. I need you, after you get your hug, please go get me a bottle of water, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I love you, my son.
I love you, too.
Now, what I need you to do, after you get my water, stay where it's warm.
Okay.
Stay where it's warm. Do you have house shoes on?
I'm
No.
trying to find mine. I'm looking everywhere. And I thought they was in our room. So,
Go.
whoa! Ooh-wee.
Go find your hot. Go grab me a water, please. Get your house shoe. Well, just grab me a water. Then get your butt in the room where it's warm. Thank you, sir. Anals. Record of events, chronicle. Anal. C-A-N-A-L. Anal. Related to or situated near the anus. The ass of history. Every time I see that, I think about it. The ass of history. Oh, water. Oh, thank you, my boy. Appreciate it. Bye, y'all. Thank you. October 12th, 1790 is a date forever sorrowful in the annals of history. Every year, liberty, humanity, and justice will mourn its passing, while our descendants will remember with shock or indignation that on this day, one part of the nation was sacrificed to the prejudices and greed of another. This was no St. Bartholomew's Day massacre, but it is more humane to rob a man of his life and its sorrows in an instant, or to prolong his existence while stripping him of everything that might make it more bearable. We have decided, something unheard of in any nation, that there will be no change in the status of the people in our islands, except at the colonists' request. That is, the National Assembly will not stamp out injustice except at the request of those who feed on the situation and want to prolong it. In other words, the eternal rights of man or men are oh, I do not want to take my gloves off. The eternal rights of men are less important than pride and avarice. Let me see if I'm pronouncing it right. Avarice.
Avarice.
I was right. Put another way, these men will be the victims of oppression until their tyrants agree to lighten their fate. The representatives of the French people voted this strange decree almost unanimously, and at the very moment in which they were congratulating themselves for having struck down tyranny and reconquered liberty, moreover, as if they were afraid of gaining some insight on the issue of such great importance, they had already voted to prohibit any discussion of this one. The political world is certainly going to look different, and the volcano of liberty that has been lit in France will soon bring about a general explosion and change of the fate of the human species in the two hemispheres. The interests of the colony and of the metropole, their internal and external security, require that all forces work together, like the bundle of sticks that, according to the story, a dying father offered his family as an emblem. But our islands harbor the seeds of their own destruction, which are sending out roots. It is always a despicable policy to degrade one group of people instead of involving them in maintaining order. Did not the oppression of soldiers cause regimental uprisings in France that almost dissolved the army? It would be a great mistake to imagine that the colonies could remain in this unnatural, repressed state very long. To believe this, one would have to know very little about human affairs. And the following considerations reinforce this opinion. Everywhere, the people of mixed race see the cockade, which, according to the prediction, will be known around the world. They see the revolutionary flag paraded with honor. How can one believe that the cries of liberty ringing endlessly in their ears will not awaken in their hearts a longing for their rights? Add to this a consideration of their strength, whose steady growth is extraordinary. I will cite just one fate. In 1779, there was 7,055 people of color in St. Dominic. And in 1787, 19,632 were counted. Therefore, in the period of 8 years, the population more than doubled, while France's population barely grew by 1/9 over a period of 72 years. How can you limit that population when the unrestrained lechery of so many white guarantees its future growth? The mulatto's industriousness and its results will follow the same pattern. Will you disarm all the free colored militias and patrols in fear of an uprising? Yes, they will. They will. They'll do that here. They'll try to do that here. They would have to be replaced and restrained by multiple expeditions of French soldiers, who would have to carry out all duties in a burning climate that devours effeminate Europeans and overworked Negroes. Who can say whether this degraded caste, pushed to despair, will not use its strength to rescue justice? If the mulattoes would not ally with the Negroes against those whites who might have easily claimed them, thanks to philalo love, let's see what this word is. Philio. F-I-L-I-A-L. Philio. Let's see. Philio.
According to Wikipedia,
not falafel.
falafel is a deep.
Philio. Not Belial. Filial.
Here's the
Oh, I
definition
got it.
of filial.
Filial.
From a son or daughter.
Of or due from a son or daughter. A display of filial affection, donating the generation or generations after the parental generation. The easiest path for them would be to immigrate to the neighboring Spanish territory where a diversity of skin colors has not produced legal distinctions. Maybe that's why they went, maybe that's the deal with Santo Domingo. Oh, I am cold. I can feel it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it the hour today, my people, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try. But I'm telling you now. Oh man, I'm cold. When it's cold outside, I need to take my ass where it's warm. I guess you say I hate that it's cold and it snowed yesterday, but that's life. That's life. Oh, that is life. That's life. Who is cold? I'm cold. Already several have taken this step, and I can assure you, for I have proof that if the injustices of the whites do not end soon, many people of mixed race plan to abandon the country where the sun shines only on their sorrows and take their productivity and wealth elsewhere. Moreover, do you not fear a coalition between the people of mixed race, those whites who aim at independence, and others who would greedily seize an opportunity to free themselves from paying the enormous sums they owe to France? Might not bitterness, ambition, and disloyalty stir up trouble and cause secession with incalculable consequences? Oh, that I were a false prophet. But if events prove my fears correct, at least I will not have to reproach myself for saying nothing about these important matters. Is it not obvious that if pride could be set aside, there would be more citizens and they would have less to fear from the slaves? If people of mixed race and whites could be brought together by their common interests and advantages, the size of their combined forces would more efficiently ensure the colony's tranquility. There can be no doubt that sooner or later, the repressed energy of the mulattoes will rise up with the unstoppable violence. The oppressed can be forced in captivity now only because they are temporarily weak. Such dangerous apathy, evil's frightening silence, is usually broken only by a tumultuous dash for liberty. Part 8. Oh, Lord, come on. Part 8. Letters from the uprising of Vincent Ogilvie. October 1790. The light-skinned son of a French merchant. They were talking about light skin back then too. In 1790. The light-skinned son of a French merchant in the main colonial city of Cap Francis, Vincent Ogilvie was one of the wealthiest men of color in St. Dominic, dealing in sugar, coffee, and real estate with French and colonial merchants alike. He had come to Paris on business in the late 1780s and had offered his own version of racial reform to absentee planters before joining the Paris Free Colored Group and soon becoming one of its leaders. Now, after the National Assembly voted to send its ambiguous March 28 instruction to St. Dominic, Ogilvie left France secretly, traveling first to England and then Charleston, South Carolina, before returning to St. Dominic in October of 1790. On arrival, he sent a letter to St. Dominic's governor, the Count de Pinier. In an attempt to get a royal government to apply the reforms he believed had been legislated in Paris. He intimated that if the governor did not take action, he might soon be facing an insurrection. Hey, we might make it. We might make it to the time. We might make it. Boy, I need my little heater. I should go get my little portable heater. Ogilvie to the Count de Pinier, October 21st, 1790. Monsieur Count, we had the honor of writing you collectively from Paris last April 18th under the seal of M. Bisonnet, Treasurer, to provide you with an excerpt of the National Assembly's decree of March 28 concerning the colonies and copies of all our demands. I was indeed surprised, monsieur, to see when I arrived that you had not published the decree and that you undoubtedly intended to ignore it as your predecessors did the Edict of 1685. No, Monsieur Count. We will not remain under the yoke as we have for 2 centuries. The iron rod that has beaten us down is broken, and we call for the enacting of this decree. Be prudent, therefore, and avoid a crisis that you would not be able to subdue. I have sworn to see the execution of the decree that I work to obtain, to rebut force with force, and finally to put an end to prejudice, and that is as unjust as it is barbaric. I am, with respect, etc., signed Oge the Younger. Paneer rebuffed Oge, who began gathering armed supporters in order to put additional pressure on the government. He also appealed to leaders of color in other parts of the colony to join him, but they were more cautious, as this letter shows. The free colored leaders of the West Oge. This is the last one I'm gonna read, man. This is the last one I'm reading. I'm gonna read this last part. We're gonna get to the next page, which is part 9. Section 9 of part 2. Yeah, we're gonna get to section 9. We're just gonna get to section 9 because I'm out of here. The hell, but it's cold room. Free colored leaders of the West to Oge. Port-au-Prince, October 28, 1790. Monsieur, we must be aware of all our gratitude. You must be aware of all our gratitude for the services you rendered in France to the entire free-colored class at this time. We are unable to communicate our sentiments to you. We will have to be satisfied with telling you that while admiring your patriotic zeal, we cannot join the steps you want to take with the governor. We believe that the present circumstances are not favorable to such a request, and we also observe that the letters that Monsieur, your brother, brought us are written in imprudent terms and may have a bad effect, especially at the time when many persons appear to be disposed in our favor. We believe that you should come to Marbalius with all the documents that show the National Assembly's recognition of our rights. Some of us will also travel to Marbalius to discuss with you what measures we should take to get what we legitimately request. We hope you will not attribute our refusal to join the steps you are planning to a lack of enthusiasm or energy on our part. On the contrary, please understand that rather than give you the pursuit of our rights, please understand that rather than give up the pursuit of our rights, we are more committed than ever to uphold them with the last drop of our blood. But we believe that waiting several days will allow us a better means of success. We hope that you will not misunderstand the observations that we make here, and that you will indeed be persuaded of the sincerity of the sentiments that with which we have the honor, etc. Signed B. Pichenet, Bovius, La Bastille, Bonogine, and La Bastille Fields, and Drouillard Fields. Oge wrote the following letter to the Provincial Assembly of the North when he was under the attack by the white colonial militia, which aimed to capture him and disperse his band of supporters. And although his troops initially defeated the white militia, they were soon routed, and Oge fled to the Spanish colony of Santo Domingo. Extradited back to the French colony a few weeks later, he was publicly tortured and executed, and he got that bone. Oge to the Provincial Assembly of the North. Man, I gotta stand up. Oh man, I'm cold. Whoo! Oh Lord! Oh, I had some cold. Man, I lost the top of my gazebo caved in from the weight of the snow. Man, I had to get up in there and struggle this morning to try to get that thing right. Oge to the Provisional Assembly of the North. Hear ye, hear ye. Hear ye, hear ye. the worthiness of a man whose intentions are pure. When I asked the National Assembly for a decree that I received on behalf of the American colonists formerly known under the insulting epitaph mixed blood, my claims included nothing about the fate of the Negres who lived in slavery. You and all our adversaries have distorted my efforts so that respectable landowners will have no regard for me. No, no, monsieur, we have only made claims on behalf of the class of freemen who have been oppressed for 2 centuries. We want the execution of the March 28th decree. We continue to work for its adoption, and we will never stop repeating to our friends and our adversaries that our adversaries are unjust and that they cannot conceive of reconciling their interests with our own. I have the honor to be, etc. Your very humble and very obedient servant. Signed, Oge the Younger. Man, we stopping now. I'm cold. Oh Lord, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Man, we worked our body. We worked our mind. Let's work our body one last time because I'm getting out of here, man. I need to go where it's warm. It's warm. Give me some warmth. Give me some warmth. That's what I want. Warmth. 25 things, man. 25 things. And yes, I'm rushing. I am rushing through because I want to get out of here, man. I want to get out of here. It's cold back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have some. 9, 10. There you go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Come on. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 or something. Damn. Drop that hole. Well, it's cold. Look, man, we worked our body, we worked our mind, we worked our body one last time. This has been part 8 of the slave revolution in the Caribbean, 1789 to 1804 by Mr. Dubois and Mr. Garrigus. The sea of pages laid before us. Hey, we made it through the day, even though it was cold. Oh, man, it was cold. I'm cold. I want to go get by the heater. I'm going to get by the heater. But I can't wait to get me a big old wood burning stove, man. I can't wait. But, yeah, it is what it is. That's been the day's reading. That's been today's rowing through the sea of pages, man. Today's rowing. And even though it's a cold day, we made it through. We made it through. We have everything we needed to succeed. We succeeded with what we planned on doing, which was the reading. And we succeeded. We succeeded with what we planned on doing. We're working our body. 25 at the beginning, 25 at the end. We succeeded. We have everything we need to succeed. And we did so. We're doing so. Let's continue. Let's continue. Continue to do so. Hey, do what you have to do today, man. Stay warm. Protect yourself. Protect your people. Be ready for unexpected situations. Prepare so that way you're not scared. Prepare so you're not scared. So, hey, shalom, everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay warm out there. Stay warm. Stay warm. Go snuggle up with somebody if you got it. Go hug your children if you got them. Stay warm. Stay warm. Stay out to 12 degrees. Stay out to 2 degrees. Stay out to 1 degree. Shit, get your ass in the house. In the warmth. So, yeah, but till next time, man, I'll try to come back. Hey, if it warms up, we'll see. If it warms up, man, I'll try to come back here. We're going to see what them boys doing, man. I'm messing around. I might come back later. Bring my heater from the front. I didn't feel like going back and get it. I'll bring my little heater from the front and plug it up back here so we can get some warmth. Some warmth up in here, and we can keep pushing through the sea of pages. You know, I imagine this cold weather is like, you know, the shit they had to go through back in the day on the boats, on the big ships. When you think about the pirate ships and all those things, you see in the movies how they could be all at sea or on the water, and all of a sudden snow and ice is all on the boat. Them boys is cold, man. You know, they have to go through it. But hey, it is what it is. We out here. Keep pushing, everybody. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Tell your people, man, Shiloh out here reading shit, man. We're going to be back next time. Next time on the next episode. The next, the next episode, part 9. We're going to come back with part 9 of the slave revolution in the Caribbean. And we're going to soon be finished with we're moving forward with the book. We're moving forward with the book. We are almost halfway. We're about halfway through the book. We're about halfway through the book. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing. Shalom, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Shiloh. I'm out. I'm out here. Bye.